Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where I'm going to be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 12. Did you watch? Woo! Folks, this is real mannish in this episode, child. I guess, Jacqueline, you got molded. She got molded. She thought that she ate, but she didn't. She's still hungry, starving, thirsty, dehydrated. Okay, before I start going on, thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share. Yes, we have things going on over here. What am I saying? Reviews, exclusives, all kind of things going on for ending in 2024, starting in 2025. Yes, Drag Race coming through, Equalizer coming back, Beverly Hills Housewives coming back. Who else? New York City. You know, I don't get a lot of views on New York City. Y'all don't like Real Housewives of New York City? I was hearing a whole lot of different, sentiments about New York City. Now, for me, I always said it was a little boring. I'm just saying, this is their second season together. And, I have some folks that I think should leave, and there are some folks I think should stay. I really like the new additions with Raquel and Mel. Yeah, I like Rebecca. I think she's a great addition. Listen, I like a woman or a person on these. Well, this is mostly women on these reality shows. Let's be clear. I love a woman on these shows that really have their ish together mentally, emotionally, financially, for the most part. Everybody ain't got to have a coin, but it's the mentality that I like in these women who I like on these shows. I love an intelligent woman who don't have to put on. Just saying. Just because, I like what I like and you may like what you like, we may mesh or we may not, it's all good. Let me know how you feel about it. Because you know what? I may not be seeing some things that you see and vice versa. But for the most part, I love the engagement. Don't forget to comment because I talk back. Yes. What else is going on? That's about it, y'all. So Housewives, right? Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so we left off where Jacqueline's trespassing with her mud and 8 balloons for Karen's 8 citations that she wants to release into the air so that Karen can be free of what. I'm like, girl, bye. If she wanted to release them in the air, she could have done that. Instead, she gave them out to people as a reminder. Now, first of all, the people who took the balloons could have left with Jacqueline. What's her name? Not Shantae. What's her name? Stacey, Wendy, especially Ashley, especially Gizzhell. All 4 y'all can go with her. I'm glad that Jassie's like, don't want it. Was Kiana there? Don't want it. I mean, really? How rude. Ugh. I want to turn the hose on. So I need to water my grass and water these weeds coming up and just spray her down. Well, you're on my property and I told you to leave. Or I would have got physical, because, listen, everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody. Some people say I don't condone violence. Well, sometimes violence is necessary. I'm just saying, sometimes you may have to slap somebody in the mouth. I'm not saying just to be doing it, but like I said, sometimes you may have to get physical with folks so they can understand. Because some people just play in your face and think it's okay. Now, there are, legalities involved. Just make sure you on the right side of the law when you're doing it. That's all I gotta say. Anywho. Ooh, Jacqueline, child. Yeah, like I said, she was escorted off the property by Ray. First of all, Ray, let me put your hands around Heifer's waist and carrying on. Now, if you need somebody to help you walk, then that's one thing. But keep your hands off the riffraff, like Karen said. Keep your hands to yourself, Ray. Dag nabbit. Don't be trying to be nice to this heifer and your wife is all frustrated. Now, I know what happened, not too long ago with her DUI may have you little, feeling away, but ain't no need in disrespecting. But this heifer, anywho, y'all see that DUI video, child? Not what's his name? She said she was a concubine. Lord, how old are you, Karen? You said you was 61, but if you was homeboy's concubine, you be 361, girl. Death becomes her. Okay. Okay, where was our child? I have my notes. I needed my notes. Make sure I have my notes, child, because half of us was acting up in this episode. What'd she say? Okay. Forget the DUI video. Forget the DUI video. Anywho. Karen says everything is fake in Mia's life, and Karen now telling folks you will be vindicated was fake too. Mia says Karen is delusional. Yes, that's true. As Mia was pretty much took over for Ray, she kind of came up behind Ray, right, and said, I got this, Ray. Go ahead and go back. So she and Jacqueline was having a little conversation. Jacqueline wanted to make sure she was off of Karen's property. So, no more things would ensue. And then Mia had the audacity to say, oh, this ain't her property, child. She renting. Mia, what do you own? Because last time we checked, you was renting an apartment down the hall from G in a building. So, you ain't nobody to talk. Girl. See, Mia is just too low brow for me. She brings the property value down on Potomac. I'm just saying, ever since she came in with that, like, oh, I am Mia and I am Mia. Like, girl, I'm sorry I can't be a little more articulate. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, but this woman gets on my last nerve. This Mia character. She's a character. For sure. Like Karen said, everything in her life is fake. Child, Mia, bye Mia. Mia should have left with Jacqueline because we all know Jacqueline got her info from Mia and production. Now, why was Jacqueline mic'd if she wasn't supposed to be there? So production said, oh, she's here. So, production knew that she was not invited from the previous episode when they were trying on outfits at that boutique, at Walona's boutique that Wendy invited them to when she told them that they would be going to Panama. So it ain't like they use different production on different scenes. So as Jacqueline was leaving, her and her fupa was leaving. Yeah, I said it. Mia just really, just exudes something that is not worthy. And I'm really sick and tired. I'm gonna keep saying this because I feel it. I'm sick and tired of production picking these people just to make things interesting and nasty on set. When we need authenticity of these women on these shows. Should I say it again? We need authenticity of these women on these shows, men too. But since the gist of it is women, we need authenticity because the fake is coming through and they can't hold it in for too much longer. I mean, with me, it lasted, 2 episodes on her first season, 3 seasons ago, before we knew she was all full of FHIT. Just saying. What else going on? Oh, child, wait a minute. To add, like I said, they kept taking the balloons, trying to make it seem like they're just being nice. Heck no, I wouldn't take nothing from her who came there to insult. And I'm sick of Stacey and her, oh Bambi type of eyes wide open. Like, what is going on? I'm sick of her. It's played out too, Stacey. It's time to start lowering your eyelids and paying attention, because you are not that bright-eyed and bushy doggone tail to realize what's going on. Ooh. Mia get in the pool, right? She took off her skirt. She already had on some bathing suits. It was probably drawers, knowing her. Resembled a bathing suit, bikinis. And she got in the pool and was twerking. But before that, there was a real interesting exchange. When they were still, before Jacqueline came, right? They were talking about, again, couples and their intimacy. And she mentioned she likes to be choked in the bedroom. Well, guess who chimed in? I was shocked to hear this man chime in and scoot up and say, oh yeah, I like some choking. Was that an invitation or what, y'all? Because we know Mia is real easy to put out. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, but she comes from, loose puss is what I'm trying to say. I wouldn't be surprised if Darius and Mia hooked up within the next 8 months, if not already. And Jassy should have checked that right then and there. Oh, choking? Yeah, I know how to choke too. And we'll look dead at Mia. Yes. See, you gotta know how to handle these hoes out here, because that's what they is. Anywho, next was the everyone getting ready for Panama. Mia having a nanny for the kids because she wants to do something different and aggravate Gordon. Like, if they already got a nanny, why are you trying to get another one? Whatever. And then Josh takes Ashley to the airport after a night of passion. I bet they've been doing it since day one, probably having phone sex prior to even meeting, because Ashley seemed like that type, and he's 30 years old. 30 is the new 19. I'm just saying. Ramon, hey, just saying, because I know what I was doing at 30, I'm just saying. Anywho, yeah, so Gizzhell and Karen are talking about how they need to school Mia and Jacqueline, and I think they're going to get together and do a little something. So at the airport, everybody getting together and whatnot, not what. And I'm like, And what's surprising was the first one there was Jacqueline. I guess she don't want to make sure she don't miss her flight, since she is the all ball out. She is the friend of the show. But Jassy not there. Where Jassy, man? I would have loved to see Jassy. Anyway, so now they arrive and they're getting on the Sprinter, and then is when they're told it's a 2-hour ride to and from where their accommodations are. And they're like, what, 2 hours? I thought they went to use the bathroom first. The child was like, wait. How long we got? I'll be right back. Because what? 2 hours? Oh, Lord. So then Stacey tried to check Karen about a Christian Kiss comment Karen made when they were, having fun at the Blue Lagoon party, whatever that's called, at Karen's house. So Karen just had to tell Stacey, a Christian Kiss is just real something, not passionate. It is what it is. And Stacey's like, well, I love the Christian Kiss. Girl, you trying to make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't nobody care about you and that man, TJ, who barely care about you. Just saying. It looked like it, because what he said was, what he answered to was that Ramon, y'all not really in a real relationship. That's what it sounded like to me. And I could be wrong. I don't think I am. But it do sound like y'all real superficial, even though y'all been dating for a year. But, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, because maybe just the way production, cut and pasted it, or maybe it was just, he answered it without clarifying, because it kind of was a loaded question, but I would need a little more clarification because it did sound like he was really good friends with Stacey and not an actual non-lover of Stacey. Because lovers have sex. So, I'm like, do y'all kiss more than I mean, y'all ain't got to show us what y'all do in the privacy of your own. But this is, a love lagoon, blue lagoon, whatever lagoon theme love party. And but again, she is married. I almost forgot. She is married, and the fact that he is canoodling with a married woman, even though she's in the throes of divorce, the fact is the judge ain't signed on the paperwork. So technically, y'all looking real, y'all looking real, you know what I'm saying? Some people think that just because they're separated, they can go out and just have sex with people and date and whatnot, but you're still married to somebody. So, bottom of the line is it don't look good regardless. Just have some self-control and wait. So, I'm gonna take that a little back. I'm gonna take a little bit of this back. I appreciate him taking it slow with her because, like you said in the beginning, I'm waiting for this judge to sign off so we can really, start our relationship. But at the same time, you've been with her a year and it's just now getting to this point. First of all, I don't think that's gonna last, y'all, because the way Stacey is going as of right now. Now, this was filmed 6, 7, 8 months ago. She's still married, so no telling what's going on. If I was TJ, I would be like, you know what? I think we need to separate until the divorce is final. I can't promise you nothing, and I can't expect you to wait for me. But I do adore you. I have feelings for you, and I would just rather not be involved romantically with you until the divorce is absolutely final, paperwork is signed, and it's tangible in your hand. And once that's together, we can come back and see and pick up where we left off. If not, do it better than we've done it before. I'm just saying something like that. But for right now, I think they should separate. That's just my opinion. Woo, child. So yeah, the Christian kiss, she's pretty much straightened that out. Karen tells Stacey out of concern that, they don't see what Stacey sees in TJ. Like I was saying, Stacey starts to feel ridiculed, and I don't blame her. But at the same time, you married and you dating somebody that you say you love, and it looks real suspect. You looking real, stank. It is what it is. We need to stop normalizing certain behaviors as if it's the evolution of. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution is still prostitution, even if it's glorified on P Valley. Just saying. Magic City, all that's prostitution because you're tantalizing folks for sex and getting paid for it. That's what prostitution is. And we do know there'll be penetration going on. It is what it is. Folks giving folks money when they're in a relationship and they're having sex. It's prostitution. That's how I feel about it. I have never been the type to be in a relationship with a man and he's giving me money and paying. Now, cell phone bill every now and again. But just to be outright giving me money because we're having sex, it's like a requirement from what I'm hearing. Like, well, that's a prostitute. I don't know, it just makes me feel icky to know that I'm getting paid for my services. Girl, that don't make me a prude or nothing. I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, let's enjoy the moment. Now, if we, in a real good relationship, ring on the finger, we heading down the aisle, and there's certain things that the man takes care of the house. It is, I believe that. So the man taking care of the house, and my money is my money. Now that's different, but we just going out and stuff and hitting up my Zelle and Cash App, girl. I couldn't do it. I mean, hats off, I guess. Anywho, what's going on? Oh, Ashley. Now we all know, like I said, Ashley been messing with Josh since day one. I think since the first date, Ashley has been sleeping with that man. But she pretty much reveals that, Josh, we had a date last night and he took me to the airport at 6:15 in the morning. Just pretty much doing girl talk, letting her know that she fucking. Girl, we know. They all know. Somebody should say, girl, we already knew that. I would have said if I was on the Sprinter, girl, we knew that already. Girl, you ain't saying nothing new. It is what it is. It is what it ain't. So Wendy purposefully, put Karen with Jacqueline when they get to the accommodations. And she mentioned that, she just want to see what happened, let the fire start. Like, girl, really? That's what we doing? And pretty much Gizzhell didn't want a room with Stacey because, she ain't really feeling Stacey like that. She kind of, is a little irritated with her. And I don't blame her. They don't mesh. They don't mesh. Then they have dinner on the beach. And the maitre d' pretty much explained the dancing devils. So they had this ritual that they do down there. Where are they? Panama. And some people had a problem with the devil out there. People in their Christian values and carrying on girl by. And people didn't want to dance with the devil. But he explained how it's supposed to release the darkness from you so that you can, be in the light or something similar to that. And Karen says, well, I can understand that because Jacqueline is the darkness that is upon me, and I would like to release her. I'm like, what? So then again, Jacqueline tried to explain the 8 balloons, but it kind of fell on deaf ears. And here we go. Gizzhell is trying to back Karen up, letting Jacqueline know that it wasn't cool. You coming in talking about, I got 8 balloons. See, first of all, Gizzhell said last episode that she didn't hear what Jacqueline said about the rationale behind the 8 balloons. But this episode, back to her old tricks of lying and trying to, break somebody down for the sake of for the sake of whatever, for the sake of nothing. She's telling Jacqueline that you came in with the 8 balloons, like woo woo woo. Yeah, we got your number, Gizzhell. Karen didn't agree. You know what I'm saying? She was like, girl, bye, Jacqueline. I'm not even with you. And then Karen bust out with, and because you trespass, I'm pressing charges and my attorney's looking into it. Everybody's like, girl, Karen, bye. Mia denies giving Jacqueline her address, but at the same time, she was mic'd. So it was either between or both Mia and production. And that's that on that. And then Gizzhell tries to check Mia about Mia calling her daughters out for inviting a boy who was on the ring cam caught by Gizzhell. Mia doubled down and pretty much, said what she said again, talking about that kind of horror or whatever. I'm like, oh my God. What's weird is that, and this is what I'm talking about, Gizzhell pretty much. Now, first of all, it was first said to Gizzhell when Ashley was climbing down the side of the building, showing her kids she can be Spider-Woman or something, 2-3 episodes ago. Now, why Gizzhell didn't address her then about talking about her kids like that? If she really felt the way then, she should have checked Mia then. But she waits an episode or 2 later to bring it up. I'm like, what? And, and in between time, they've been lovey-dovey and all this, that, and third. So Wendy calls out the hypocrisy and was like, wait a minute, Gizzhell, you chewed me out for what you thought I was doing in regards to just making a smirk while you were discussing your daughter's accomplishments. But here is Mia outright doubling down on the fact that she's calling your daughters out of their name and character, but you don't give her the same or worse. So Gizzhell was like, but back then I wasn't liking you, but I like me and we've been friends. But see, again, hypocrisy. Now, I'm not saying that it has to do with colorism per se, but at the time when Gizzhell gave Wendy the blues, it was under the guise of, I don't like you. Wendy have been, giving Gizzhell, a run for her money. And at the time, Gizzhell was giving the blues to, certain folks on the cast. And it was under the guise of she's using her hatred to disguise her colorist ways. Now, again, this ain't about colorism. At the time, it was what it was. Gizzhell decided to change and be Wendy's friend for the sake of the show. That's what I believe. So now, Gizzhell is, see, back then when she was giving Wendy the blues, it was about her daughter, her daughter, her daughter. But now it's about her friendship has the first line of defense, and then Mia's comments about her daughter. That doesn't make sense. The issue is you're writing for your children based off of the disrespect they are getting from Mia and Wendy then. I don't think Gizzhell understands why she's mad. I don't believe Gizzhell understands the root cause. So you have to do a root cause analysis and figure out exactly what is the issue and why are you so upset, and you relate the two. Gizzhell was upset with Wendy because Wendy was smirking when Gizzhell was allegedly, and she wasn't, because they rolled back tape and I saw when it first happened. Gizzhell thought Wendy was smirking while Gizzhell was talking about the accomplishments of her daughter. Mia outright disrespected her daughters by calling them out of character and out of their names, mischaracterizing them as something that they're not. But because her and Mia are friends, she's not as upset. First of all, a smirk versus an outright comment don't even add up. So right then and there, Gizzhell don't. She don't have a leg to stand on as far as I'm with Wendy on that one. What else going on, child? So I'm sick of Gizzhell. Like I said, I've been giving her grace this season because, like I said, she turned over a new leaf. But yeah, it's the same old Gizzhell, I guess, child. Because anywho, boy, I tell you. So anyway, Mia says she gets a different version of Gordon, and she's just doing the best she can. And she went on to say how she wasn't raised to the best, parenting and whatnot, going through foster care and just trying to make it and carrying on. So she may not have the certain tools to do things better, but she's doing the best she can. But you're manipulating the situation. You're pulling out tactics and playing around with folks' lives, making it seem like Gordon is unfit and he's just outright manic. Well, if that's the case, then you should have went to court and filed something with the courts acknowledging that due to his whatever, I need to have 24/7 care when he's taking care of the kids. Something to that effect. But just don't make it seem like he's just so unfit and manic. If that's the case, why does he have a kitchen? Why does he have certain things in his apartment that could harm himself? If you feel as though he's just too manic to be, civil and cordial, I don't buy it. And we all know Mia be lying about stuff, so it is what it is. Whew, Karen. So the next day they wake up, they're having breakfast, and Jacqueline is in her Fashion Nova fits, and she's out there trying to take pictures. So Karen offers to take a pic at an olive branch that perhaps maybe one day soon they can actually be civil and cordial, not have all this going on. It is what it is. Ashley was looking like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah, girl, you still trying to dredge up some issues and pump up and bring up the rear with things. We got your number, Ashley. Then Wendy gives gifts as she comes in. Everybody's sitting down at the table. She lets them know that they're going to do rum tasting. And then pretty much at the time, Mia's not there, and Jacqueline goes to check on her. And Mia finds out that Gordon took the kids from the nanny that Mia hired and took the kids with him. So the kids, and the nanny that is always with them, have always been there, are having a good time. And Mia's on the phone with her family, her mama, and she act like, he didn't kidnap the kids. Girl, really, Mia? Okay. Well, that was it, y'all. That was Real Housewives of Potomac season 9, episode 12. And that's pretty much it. We're going to find out what happens in, I guess, another 2 weeks because of the holiday or whatever. But we're going to come back and be feeling a little better. I had a little judge of energy, so forgive me for my voice, and I'm not as jovial as I am. But just know I am getting better, second by the second, minute by the minute, hour by the hour. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Bye. All day.